exotic homes. Shadows whisper truths as the bassline drums. Thy will is fire, unchained, untamed. No path is written, no soul is blamed. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Feel the stars, let the silence fill your will. On its waves, it's alive, it's still. Deliver from the lust of the thrill. Echo shattered glass where the circuits glow. The clock ticks slow, but it doesn't show. No purpose, no tether, just a beat in sync. Every way perfect, on the edge, on the brink. No chains, no bars, just a void to fill. Every pulse, every spark is the perfect will. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Feel the surge, let the silence fill your will. On its way, it's alive, it's still. Deliver from the lust of the thrill. In the endless dark where the echoes play, no other shall say nay, no other shall stay. Through the wires, through the smoke, let it all decay. The will remains forever in the fray. I walk alone where the silence hums. No shadows chase, no voices come. The air is clear, it wraps me tight. No fear, no sin, no way to bear. The sweetness whispers everywhere. Sweetness of solitude fills my veins. Drown rivers wash my chains. No need for gold. No fire burn like passion wild. No losing through like hatred piled. This body aches, a cage of stone. Rest whispers soft, the only throne. Hunger's the beast, the sharpest sting. The body cries its constant claim. But oh, to know, to truly see Nirvana waits, it sets us free. Pain walks close, a shadowed friend. Each step we take, it will attend. But joy lies quiet, just out of view. A higher peak, a sky so blue. Feel the weight, feel it break. Every ache, every quake. Hunger's the beast, the sharpest sting. The body cries its constant cling. But oh, to know, to truly see Nirvana waits, it sets us free. No flame is fierce, no chain is tight. This body's war, this endless fight. But higher still, beyond the fray, rest calls my name, and I let us live, let us breathe, free as air. No hate, no chains, no despair. Among the shadows, we shine so bright. We carry Breathe peace into the night. Happily then we'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitterness. Happily then let the light begin among the let us walk, let us heal, free from strife. No ailments cling, no weight on life. Among the weary, we'll stand tall. A gentle voice for one and all. Happily then, we'll rise again. No hatred, no pain, no bitterness. Happily then, let the light begin among the broken. Just the gods withdraw, a storm of silence, a broken law. Open, be open, be open. I am born to death, reborn on the horn of the unicorn. By the mystical union of fairy and fawn, a dance in the shadows from dusk until dawn. Unspoken the whispers that drift through the trees. Unbroken the vow carried soft on the breeze. Oh, fiery Valkyrie, I invoke, through the flames and the embers, the spell is bespoke. Your arrows and slinging, the spring's tender glow, a force wild and brilliant, a power I know. A secret communion of hearts left unsung. The listless, resistless, tumultuous tongue. Through veils of the morning, her armor does gleam. The warrior spirit ignites every dream. No godhead could charm her, no throne could command, but manhood awakened, she took up her stand. In brilliance resilient, her fire does burn, a goddess of spring, with the world left to turn. Will fly with archery. I invoke, I dance in the shadows from dusk until dawn. Unspoken the whispers that drift through the trees. Unbroken the vow carried soft on the breeze. On fiery Valkyrie, I invoke through the flames and the embers. The spell is bespoke. Your arrows unsling in the spring's tender glow. A force wild and brilliant, a power I know. A secret communion of hearts left unsung. The listless resist its tumultuous tongue. Through veils of the morning, her armor does gleam. The warrior spirit, it makes every dream. No godhead could charm her, no throne could command, but manhood awakened, she took up her stand. In brilliance as the ends, her fire does burn, a goddess of spring, with the world left to turn. Oh, fiery Valkyrie, I invoke. Through the flames and the embers, the spell is bespoke. Your arrows unsling in the spring's tender glow. Fierce, wild, and brilliant, a power I know. silhouette carved in the shadow of night. The stars overhead burn cold and bright, but they can't touch the heat of that flame. By the rage of the lace, I invoke the fire in the sky that I walk through the midnight of madness we stroll. You are mine, I invoke. By the force of the fashion of love, I collide through the shroud, through the cloud where secrets reside. Through the storm, through the smoke, I survive, I survive. To the mountain, volcanic alive. By shadows where whispers lie. The thorny thigh, the maddening cry. Open, open, open. I am awake, the serpent shakes. Do as thou wilt, as a God can. The eagle strikes with his jagged claw. The beasts emerge as the gods withdraw. A storm of silence, a broken I am born to death, reborn on the hunt. Under neon skies where the starlight comes, shadows whisper truths as the bassline drums. Thy will is fire, unchained, untamed. No path is written, no soul is blamed. Thou hast no right but to do thy will. Feel the stars, let the silence fill your will. Unflight, it's alive, it's dead.
He's like, what are you doing?
And Kim Jong-un party leader with 100% votes.
Nice.
At first I was surprised.
Punk ass
You
bitch.
must be an atheist.
So now, if you want evidence, you watch this thing and it's from the World
Don't talk to
Bank.
me as
Using
they call me
World
a
Bank
bitch.
data.
Don't
Can't
talk
shut
to
the
me.
fuck up
No,
because he
don't
has
talk
no motherfucking brain.
I'm not
You
talking
can't
to you, bro.
fucking,
You already
you
insulted me
can't
in a
fucking
crazy way.
listen
No
to
one on
fucking
stage is talking to
anything
you like that.
because his fucking brain
I'm
is
not
fucking
talking
work.
to you, dog.
This is why he can't
Move
fucking
around.
listen.
Okay, you talking
This
to
is
me.
why
You're not
he's a
talking to me.
fucking idiot. This is why he's
Cool.
misinformed.
You can
This
keep
is
calling me
why
an
he's
atheist.
a dumbass.
Is
This is
everything
why he's a dog.
You can talk to
This is
him.
why
I'm not
he's a
talking.
little bitch.
Mark is everything. Mark,
I'm the one
pissing his pants.
He can't shut his fucking
You're
mouth.
literally crying like
He
a cat
can't
right
shut
now.
his
I'm a little
fucking
bitch.
mouth.
Okay, brother.
All right, let's try not to do the slurs, guys, or
I
the all
agree with
Hindu
that.
stuff.
That's not Andrew. Andrew, I was about to hate you.
Before you curse.
I don't know who's doing the slurs, but no slurs and no all India stuff.
Andrew, we're trying to have a play. So
Wait, I said I talk at the same time.
I
Shut up.
apologize, Mike. I apologize.
Oh my God, he sounds like you. I'm glad that's not you. Oh, thank God.
What's up, Drew?
I thought I was getting trolled, bro. I thought fucking Ashton Kutcher.
You're good, brother. You're good.
Troll
You're
ass
good.
bitch.
No.
You can't stop running your mouth.
You're
So
good.
here's the facts.
Why
Andrew,
does he sound so much like you? What the
Andrew, this is the thing. I put in the link below. He always wants facts.
He
He
does
wants
sound
data.
like me, actually. It's weird.
This is using World Bank data. World Bank data on immigration. It breaks it down into what the U.S. does and what it does for global poverty. We take in 1 million. Each gumball stands for 1 million. This is using their data. And you look at what it does. You can see what they explain. And using World Bank data, what it would do to the U.S. economy using World Bank data. Watch it. It's a little video that's just using gumballs so the simple mind can understand the reality of what people think. Because, see, we got to look at it. And this is a socialist that said this. Nothing has ever been produced in a socialist country. It's a conservatism that rise up capitalism. They produce. And then it starts to feel good. And what happens? They start to put social values. And then they start to
attract so many Geminis and
undermine
Leos.
the way of life that it is.
Because
Now, if you just watch the data that he produces using World Bank data, you'll see why that happens and why you need to have regulations on who can come in and why that is. This isn't no left or right. It's using data and numbers. So that's all I wanted to say. So you wanted all this information before, just go sit down and watch this little video. And then I want to hear you defend that we should just have open borders, but secure borders. Because, we know that terrorists came across because even under Biden, they admitted that. But it's okay because nobody would come here with harm in their minds. Come on,
I
man.
didn't say that. Come on. I said open, but come on. Go strong.
And that's the funny part. Open but secure. It doesn't make sense.
Now, right now,
So
open
close.
but secure. Isn't that the goal? Don't
What
we
is
just disagree
open
on
but
what it's
secure
supposed to
mean?
be? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, Truth, do you leave your front door open but secure?
Comparing my house to the country is just
the
not
open
even worth
secure
my
thing.
time.
What is
No,
secure?
it's a valid.
That's just an insane
Why is
fucking
it
thing.
a
What does
valid
open
for-
and secure mean?
Oh, so
It
it
is
basically
a
means
valid
we have tight border security. I think it's still not tight enough.
It is a valid comparison.
Yeah, we can be in the middle.
Compare
It's
your
not secure
house
enough. It's not secure enough.
to the country.
I think that's on purpose, by the way. I think they're trafficking kids themselves, but let me not get into it. The point is, we definitely need to lock down that shit. I agree with you. But that being said, if someone is like just a regular person trying to get a job, checks out, and it's like triage. It's like someone, they're low key refugees, bro. We're the richest country on earth. I don't know what to say. Like, if somebody's trying to get in here, I don't feel comfortable telling them no unless we literally can't take them.
Okay, we'll tell them for you then. No problem.
They
You
can
haven't got
come
the-
on.
Except
There's
through-
You haven't got
We'll
the-
see in the
we'll-
midterms.
We'll be the grown-up.
Holy
That's fine.
shit, bro. Truth, there is nothing
It takes
stopping
some
an
grown-ups.
immigrant from legally migrating here.
Except that,
Migrating
No,
here.
there's a lot of
Nothing
wait
stopping
times.
them.
That's not true.
except that truth, there were also millions of people who are waiting their turn and are choosing the process and want to enter the country legally. Those are the people I care about, not the dumb fucks who can just walk across the border and say, I'm here. Oh, I have asylum. Oh, you have to let me
Alan,
stay.
that's not heartless
Fuck
to
them.
you?
Okay, that's the first thing. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them.
Oh my God.
I
So
care
we're
about
just-
the
okay,
millions
all right.
of people who are willing to do the process.
Calling someone a dumb
correctly.
fuck for doing what they
but
gotta
see,
do.
here's the thing, Truth, and this is what the left
I
always
just
does.
can't. I can't.
They always, you take a basic principle, and yes, they're leaving the door to your house open and comparing it
The
to
country is not.
is a valid comparison. And you saying it isn't is because you know you will get crushed on that issue. And
No,
that's
because I just
exactly
think it's-
you will get crushed. You leave the door to your house open. Therefore, this tree is where
I do allow
you
guests.
reside.
Hold on,
Oh,
do I allow
good.
guests?
So if I come in your house and start eating your food
If I vet
and
you,
clear
yeah.
you out and take
If
your
it's
furniture,
secure,
you
yeah.
don't mind. Yeah, good for you. Well, the rest of us don't do that. And this is what the left does.
It makes us more
Take a
Christian.
effort. No, it's not more Christian. You don't speak for Christians. Because
I-
the fact
it's what the
is,
Bible
this
says.
is what the left
Look what I gotta say.
does. This is
Wait,
what
the Bible says to
remember,
break the
they
law?
take a basic
What page
principle.
is that on? I
I'm
missed that
gonna
page
land.
entirely.
I'm gonna land. Let me finish. They take a basic principle, like you protect your borders, and then they use the empathy card. Oh, these people they're so impoverished. Their conditions in their country are horrible. Oh, we have to let them in. And then they argue that not letting them in is a bad thing and that we should do it. No, it's a basic principle. You protect your house, you protect your community, you protect your state, you protect your country. All of those things are in line
Yeah, I don't
and
think
are
that we have to
basic
give
common
those up.
sense.
I don't
And
think we're
you
giving those
don't-
up.
And
What?
if you advocate for open borders, that means
Immigration's not
open
going to make the
borders.
country less
That
safe.
means anybody can come in.
I think that's kind
You
of
can't
racist.
you cannot say, well, I advocate for open borders, but secure borders. The two
It's-
don't coincide.
Yeah, that's
They-
actually just not true. Obviously.
No, that
No,
actually
that's actually
is
true. That's a contradiction
It's
in terms.
actually
Oh
true.
my fucking
Because
God.
It's
we've
a
seen
logical
it in
fallacy.
practice under
It's
Biden.
not a logical.
It's a
first of all,
logical
so you
fallacy.
explain that. I
It
can't
can't
wait
be
for
open
that.
and secure. You gotta pick
Please,
one.
we're
Hold on,
done
I
with
can't wait
truth.
for Norm
Thank you.
because it's 5 people are replying, but I can't wait for Norm to explain how that's a logical fallacy using
Yeah.
axiomatic arguments.
So
Because
you
open
open and then you exclude those who you don't want, correct? That's the secure part, right?
Yes, kind of like
Okay.
TSN.
So that's what we're doing now.
Yeah,
So the
we
secure
are
part
not-
is,
How's that?
if you're not legal,
we are
the secure
excluding
part
the
is,
people-
if you're
the
not
people-
legal, you don't come in.
Yeah,
That's the
Norm,
secure
let me
part.
put it
Here's a
another
quick
way.
question. Do
Norm,
you
let
So
me
it's
put it
hold on,
another
open,
no, no, quick
but it's
question.
secure.
Excluding
Can we have-
the
wait,
people
He
who
said,
enter illegally.
Yo,
It's
why are
like
you guys
people
filibustering? You just spoke.
How's it open? How's
Yeah.
it
I'm not
excluding
replying to
people
3
open?
We're
people at once.
excluding the
Like, let me
people
reply
who enter
to Alan.
illegally and who are
Right. Yeah.
criminals.
People who
How's
don't
that
follow
open?
the law
Illegal.
are criminals. We
Okay,
don't
guys,
want
now
the
you're just
criminals.
like you're just dogpiling and you're adding to it. Come on, I got enough to
No.
reply to.
No, you earned
Yes,
a little
Frank
bit of
Allen
dog
just
filing
spoke at me
because
for
you
4 minutes
filibuster.
straight.
That's too bad, isn't it? Victim card
Oh,
declined.
so you got your butt feelings hurt because you
Victim
put a
card
shitty
declined.
link up and I called you out. on it.
Truth.
Victim card
He's over here
declined.
butt hurt. Yo, no.
Truth.
Victim card.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, sir. Do you have any other
Actually,
questions besides the
you've
victim card?
identified
delay?
Alan,
You've identified
with
this
your
issue
cheerleaders to
very
the side, right? Just to address what you said, right?
Yeah,
It's as simple
yeah.
as this. Are you able to get on the airplane? Yes. Does the TSA check you? Yes. So it's almost like it's secure but open for business. This
Okay.
is too stupid. I'm not doing this. No. You guys can
Norm,
make your
I got
correct.
this.
You
That
guys
wasn't
can
me,
make your
Alan.
correct.
That
You
wasn't
guys
me.
got
It's not
this.
open
You got it.
for
If you don't
everybody.
understand the concept,
Okay,
that's
one
an
at a
IQ
time.
problem.
Understand the
That's an IQ
concept.
problem, and you
You've
got to figure that out amongst
identified-
yourself.
That's a personal
hard.
attack, Truth.
That's the
You've
dumbest shit I ever heard in my
One
life.
at a
How
time.
are you going to secure an area but also
All
allow
right.
people inside of it? You're an idiot.
Yeah,
I don't know
truth,
what
you've
God
identified
bless
the
you.
problem
You got
clearly.
it.
Okay,
Truth is very
you've
low level.
identified
Very
Norm,
low
Norm,
level.
don't interrupt.
Okay, Norm.
Go ahead.
The elevator
Yeah,
doesn't go
yeah.
all the way up.
Very low level. You don't know how to use a website.
Norm,
You don't know
Go
how
ahead,
to
Alan.
shut up.
Norm, I
You're a
can't,
sophist.
I
You are
can't.
literally a sophist. That's
Norm,
Go for it,
I'm
Alan.
ready.
Go for it.
Yes,
Alan, go for it.
Stop interrupting. You've identified the problem clearly. You want secure borders, and if they're, if they're criminals and rapists, et cetera, then you would exclude those. Well, under the Trump administration, we're in the secure borders part of your secure but open borders includes people who don't apply for the process legally and who just walk across the border or fly in or overstay their welcome. When they do that, they are criminals. We kick them out. Now, I understand under Biden, he let 20 million people in and said, if you walk across the border, you can stay. Trump is saying no. He's moved that line from what is secure or not secure and what is criminal to not criminal to a different place that maybe you don't like. But the rest of the country and the rest of the world, since immigration has been either number one or number two, the number one or number two issue, according to Pew Research, since 2016. And it's a huge issue in Europe.
You're
People are concerned about it. So, yeah, what?
Yeah, but
you
ICE
know,
is going over.
But Alan, this is easy
No, it
to
isn't.
debunk.
They have a 60.
Alan,
They have a
it's easy to
62%
debunk Trump's
disapproval
announcement,
rating, bro.
over 50.
They have a
lawsuits.
62% disapproval rating, bro.
Yeah, well, except that when you
That's
look
pretty
at the
bad.
stats, like 70% agree with Trump's policies.
No,
with
I
immigration.
think, no, there's legitimacy.
They may
there.
not
America started
like
caring about
the way
immigration in the early
ICE is
2000s.
doing
No,
it, but
I don't disagree.
like the results.
But what did he say?
sure
Bad
like
hombres,
the
Alan.
results.
He said bad hombres. They're rounding people up at church and work, bro.
Yeah,
No, Americans are not happy.
if
You
they
can't hide
I don't even know how you
church
don't
if
know.
you're
It's
a
almost
criminal.
disconnected from reality.
Too bad
Being
for
in
them.
church doesn't make you not a criminal.
Yeah,
They're
So
not
you do
going
realize
to
most
churches.
Americans are
You
really
got it,
unhappy with the two people. I think is it 2 or 3? Is it more than 2 that ICE has killed already? You're
yeah,
just
and
wrong.
you know how many died under
I
Obama?
blame
Like,
the governor
I don't care
of
about
Minnesota and
Obama,
Maryland.
bro. This
Yeah.
is 2026.
Yeah, you
Alan.
know what? People have died because of ICE under every single president. So if it's only 2 under Trump, that means at the end of his 4 years, it'll be 8. Or let's give him another 2, so it'll be 16.
It's February.
He'll be doing much better than Obama did. That's for sure.
It's February. Like,
Okay.
What's your point about it being February? What does that have to do with anything?
1 year.
ICE didn't get the hacking and the rambles
Yeah.
until like
And the
what?
other thing
Mid-November.
is the fact that the Trump administration has been sued 50 or 60 times for a whole host of things. And they've all worked their ways through the court. What Trump is doing now, everything is constitutional and it's legal, with 1 or 2 exceptions, like we had the Supreme Court ruling about the tariffs. Okay, well, you know,
Good.
1 out
Thank
of
God.
60. Okay, that just proves, number one, that the branches of government are independent. You can never scream that the Supreme Court is bought off or it's doing Trump's bidding.
Because of one
The
decision?
Yeah, no, it's got a couple of decisions, but still
I'll meet you there. I'll meet
just
you
the
there.
same. It's still not kissing Trump's ass. It's
That's
doing
true. I can give
what
you
it
that. I can agree.
believes is constitutional, and everything that ICE is doing is constitutional. And it is, yeah, it is, and it's not criminal.
There's
Because
when they're asking for papers, that's
60
violating
lawsuits,
Fourth
Drew,
Amendment.
50 to 60 lawsuits brought by the Democrats. They're holding Trump to the fire. It's working its way through. They've worked their way through the court. It's done. You cannot claim it's legal, and all of the illegal, Trump illegal, administration illegalized. It's all bullshit. It's constitutional. It's not anything new. The only difference is the left is pissed off because they're not in power. That's all it is.
There's some element of truth to that. Look, I don't disagree with everything you said, but I don't agree with the characterization. I think that yes, we can talk about what happened under other presidents, but actually Obama was getting hella flack from the left. You have to remember, the left it has a significant percentage of, I would argue more than half, they're like pro Bernie types. Okay, like so this is a party that rejected Hillary Clinton twice. We keep getting characterized, and it's really annoying because it's like that's not real.
Well, I
Right?
was on the left truth during Obama.
I'm sorry?
So I know exactly what you're talking about. What happened was Obama, you're right, he got a lot of shit because the left felt, and the progressives especially, felt like, oh my God, we've got a black president. We're going to get all these progressive policies put in. And guess what? Obama didn't do it. Now, I know people on the right feel like Obama was the coming of the Antichrist, but from the left, he didn't do enough according to them. And then when they didn't nominate Bernie, you're right, they were really pissed. And so when Trump was elected, the progressives said, you know what? You either give us all of our policies or we're going to withdraw our support and Trump will win again. And so the left made the deal with the progressives. And no, they didn't get Bernie again, but they got Biden. And Biden did everything they wanted. So, yeah, you're right.
Until he fell asleep.
Until Biden fell asleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true.
Yeah, and to the point, like look. I think most reasonable, moderate people on the left, we respectfully disagree with people on the right who are a little more gung ho about um, maintaining, certain populations. But I think everyone, even Middle America, it was getting pretty crazy. It was getting over the top, and I think most of the country on both sides wanted something done. But I think they've just gone too far. Even if they haven't, which that's just me extending grace. I think they have, of course. The optics are horrible. Like the rhetoric is a runaway train. This isn't just like he said, she said. Now it literally, you have people shooting people and then calling them stupid bitch. There's no way you selling that. That's insane.
Well, he was angry that she got herself killed. I mean, he didn't want to kill her. I mean,
no,
you
the truth
call
is
what
when
they
you
were
look into
doing.
him,
You call what they were doing in Minnesota a respectful disagreement.
No, but
I call that
they're not
breaking the
professionals
law.
of the state. They're not professionals of the state.
Well, what does that have to do with
That's
anything?
because it's about public reaction. That's why I said the optics and
What?
the rhetoric is a runaway.
What?
That matters. Okay, so if people are protesting,
She assaulted somebody with a deadly weapon and got her ass killed. It's tragedy.
got her.
She shouldn't have done that. And the governor and the mayor encouraged her to do it, and so did her wife.
I did not see that in the video I watched. I saw her try to move around him.
Break it down.
I saw her trying to move.
If she hits him with the car, that's not around him.
She was trying to move around him. He put himself.
You have to wait till the person is out of the way before
No,
you
he
try to
put
hit
himself
him with the car.
in front of the car.
Well, no, he circled in front of the car before she put her foot on the gas.
Well, no, it all happened in the exact same moment. It was literally.
No, he was circling the car. It's on the video.
I all saw the video.
He literally did a 360
we're pretty
around the car.
split on how we see it for some reason.
No,
it's
we're
like
not
you guys.
split on how we see it. It's all the same.
Yes, the country is split on how we see all
these
things.
No, it's about it. It's very clear what happened.
So when you talk to Democrats, what did Democrats tell you about it?
Uninterested. What? This is not a Democratic.
So we don't exist. The country's not split.
This is a question of facts. She hit him with a deadly weapon. Cool. She got her ass shot.
Cool. The difference between you and me, I don't argue opinions. I get it. I get what you believe.
Not an opinion. That's the legal standing. What's the legal standing of an officer's duty with a vehicle?
Bro, I'm not going to have this argument. First of all,
I know because you can't win it.
You proved yourself way too rude to. No, you started calling
Truth, I beg you to do this. There's a judge that is on here quite often, and you can go talk to him about it if you'd like. And I beg you, when he's all said and done explaining every aspect of the law, he's going to explain to you this. There will never be a charge in that case. There will be
real quick,
in the other one.
Now listen, justices always agree.
Truth.
Just answer that question.
There will be charges in the other one, not necessarily against the man who first pulled the trigger. It'll be for the man that was hitting the guy in the face with the bear.
Cool. I got you. Do Supreme Court justices always agree? No, right? So what is you telling me you found a judge who has an opinion do for me?
The fact that
I would say it's an attempt to educate you.
You think I can't find a judge who disagrees? Is that what you're betting money on?
It's an attempt to educate you, but you're proving very resistant to learning. Do you think I can't find cash money a
leftist judge who has an opinion that's stated?
Truth, what do you think is an appropriate action?
He's a gay man.
A verbal reaction to get.
You're thinking is far right, and he's a gay man.
If you're talking about Bram, he's not a judge.
Yeah, what do you think is the appropriate reaction to getting someone?
Why do you think you know who or what Brent is?
I think if someone is trying to escape you and they're clearly not a lethal threat to yourself or anyone else, you don't put yourself in front of them and draw your gun. That's not.
Yeah,
I think you probably just let them. I think you probably let them get away, get their license plate, maybe pull them over at their fucking house a couple hours later.
While they're hitting you with the car,
he put himself in front of the car.
He was doing a 360 around the car.
Yeah,
you're allowed to do that. That doesn't mean you can hit him with the car.
No,
nobody
let them get away.
I don't care.
If you let them get away, they can hit other people, including innocent pedestrians. So to let them get away is not a valid excuse.
So yeah, you
It
let them
never
shoot
has
their
been.
display.
In
Truth,
my
truth, would
You
you
let
put
them get away.
would you put your money where your mouth is
Don't
on this
arrest the
case?
girlfriend that you already have.
I don't want to be. I deserve to be
Yeah.
a mile away.
Empty the
I
clip.
deserve
Right?
to be
Empty
able
the
to
clip
walk
so they
down
just
the
get away.
street
You
and
fucking
not
stupid.
have to worry about some crazed protester driving me and my 3-year-old child as I'm walking down the street over because some cop just let them get away.
Really, bro?
She would, yeah.
The only people getting ran over are leftists.
I'm pulling the
Republicans
heartstrings.
run over leftist protesters for fun.
Yeah,
and you
it's
know
funny
this.
how when the left uses
No, but that's actually true.
yeah, well, actually, see what happened, Truth, is if you watch the video, when she backs up, it points, at first, he was on the right side of her car, but when she backs up to go, that pointed the car right at him. That was
No,
the
that's not
problem.
what I saw at all.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
well, you got to.
Hold on,
There's
hold on.
multiple angles of it.
If you guys are bored enough, we can watch the video right now.
You can see it on his cell phone video. She literally hits him with the car.
And then she hits him. You hit a police here.
Yo,
let me make it
PTR.
easy for-
Yo,
Truth,
shut the
let
fuck
me
up,
make it
Alan.
easy
PTR,
for
look
you.
at my PTR
Truth,
right now.
Let me
You
make
can see
it
the
easy
smoke
for
of the
you.
first gunshot.
you
Look at the
hit
guy's
a cop,
legs. Look
let
at his
me-
feet. Look at the tires of the car.
Yeah.
Tell me how the fuck he got hit with a car.
Yeah,
Tell me
Sam,
how the fuck.
it's
You can
Thank
see
you,
it here.
CM. Thank you.
Show me, show me, show me.
He said he goes
Look at my
when she hits him
PTR
with the
right
car.
now. I pointed this shit out. You
Yeah.
see the
He
gun
goes
smoke
when
of
she
the
hits him.
first
You
shot.
can hear the car hit him.
Yeah.
You can
No,
hear
you
the
did. Show me.
impact.
Show me
let me
how
make
it's
it
even
easy
close.
for
She's not
you.
only turning her
Truth,
tires,
Truth.
she's
You
nowhere close to hitting.
you understand that she hit him with the car, right? You don't
No.
deny.
Look, click on my PTR, you fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah.
Click on my PTR.
What
Look
is
at the
looking to-
because
So
you
you're
can do
not
this in
admitting
slow
she
motion.
hit him. You're
You can
you're
do that.
not
I did this in
admitting-
slow motion.
Yeah.
Look
you're
at the
not
car
admitting
tires.
she hit him with
Look
the
at
car.
his legs. Look at his.
Okay, now you're being now you're being willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Oh
you
my.
know, yeah, you are, because you
How?
know she hit him. Because
No, she
you're
didn't.
pointing
No,
to
she
a
didn't. In
video
none of the videos
where
did
it's
she hit
not
him.
clear.
Everybody knows he
hit him,
went to the
where
hospital for bruised
everybody
ribs.
Yeah, he went to the
been
hospital.
verified. But the fact
That was
is, let me
ridiculous.
make it easy for you.
Bill
If
says a
you hit a
lunatic
cop
liberal.
with your car, 90%,
You're so stupid.
you will be
You're the
shot
Show
stupid
me
one.
by
how
the
this
cop.
is even close.
That
Do
is
you know how to
reality.
click a profile, man? Do you know how to
You-
fucking click a profile?
Do you know how to read
hit
the
a
fucking
cop
law,
with the
young
car,
punk?
I want you to I want you
I don't
to
think he
be
knows
a-
how to watch
Show
the
me.
video.
Show me.
Go
Show
You can
me.
only watch
that
video.
No,
fucking
they're just
thing.
gonna
How is
gaslight
it
you.
even
They're just gonna
close?
gaslight you, bro.
No,
Sorry.
He had
I don't
already
have to- I'm
shot the
not
gun.
Go
going
look up
to
the law.
indulge
He had
your
already shot the
ignorance.
gun.
That's why
Yeah,
you
I
wanted
am
to
close to
not
getting
going
hit,
to
because it's like they're never gonna
indulge
agree,
your
bro. They're never
willful
gonna agree.
ignorance. I am not going to
For real.
indulge
Go
your
get
We should
willful
just agree to disagree, guys. Like, it's not
the
even.
moment.
All right, hold on. Let Alan go. And here's the facts. An officer doesn't have to wait till he's struck to pull the trigger. Okay? He has to believe he's in imminent danger, which a car is coming at him or himself, or him or others could be in imminent danger. The lady was resisting arrest. They were trying to get her out of the vehicle. Now,
And they
please,
told her.
please watch the video. Please
Yeah.
watch the video. And
I
they
have
try
the
to detain her.
video and the
That-
snapshots of it. Right
And
here.
how many times before that did they let her just drive away? How many times?
Bro,
That's the
okay.
first
No,
time
just
you
answer
hit
the question.
Accelerator
Look, we're gonna
and
get
the wheel.
It
We
doesn't matter.
don't agree. I don't want to.
It doesn't matter about agreeing. I'm asking a simple question that's going to come
No,
up.
because
here.
I don't. You're gonna be shocked. I don't have the perspective you have.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you have the perspective. I have the perspective that the law is going to have, and he's not going to get even charged. This is going to go down exactly.
You got it.
You're backing
Exactly.
out. You're saying
As the
Brother,
case
you got
against
it.
Ashley
he didn't
Babbitt.
get hit with the car. Now you guys are back. Now you guys are backpedaling. He didn't
No.
get hit with the car.
He got
right?
no,
He
the
didn't
fucking
say
car.
that. He
No,
did get
no,
hit.
no, no. You're backpedaling. Now you're saying he just needed to think that.
Well, no, that's
maybe
the
he
legal
could have
standard.
got.
He didn't. No, that's the legal standard. So
Yeah.
you might
I
not
know,
know
I
why.
just-
I don't understand how people can
Concede,
be.
you're backpedaling now.
You know,
No,
no,
he's
nobody's
backpedaling
backpedaling.
because
You-
You're
Yeah, but
concede,
see-
you're
but
backpedaling.
see, the
No, backpedaling
He's not
is giving you
backpedaling.
the
Did not
law,
get
you
hit with
stupid
a car.
fuck.
He's giving you the legal
Stupid
standard.
Fox News talking point. He did not get hit with a car.
Listen.
I've never seen. I don't watch Fox News.
Yeah, I
Show me
difference
where in any of the videos where he gets touched with a car. Touched.
It's
I
illegal
legal
from his point of view.
Per
Yeah,
federal
but
law,
His
he doesn't
cell
have to
phone
be
video.
hit.
ICE, according
His
to
cell
the
phone video.
left,
His cell phone video.
according
If
to
anything,
the
not
left,
even.
I beg your pardon?
ICE, according to the left, a cop has to be run over, then the person has to back up over them,
Run over him again.
5 times
Yeah.
before the cop is allowed to
It's
shoot.
called the rule of 5, Alan. I've heard of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
According to them, if you see somebody, if you're a cop and somebody's driving at you, according to them, you don't have the right to shoot at them. That's the problem. That's why you're never going to convince Cruz that he was justified. It doesn't
No,
matter.
we don't agree that
Let
she was
Cruz
driving.
go out in real life.
Truth, this isn't
Let
with you
him
now.
go
Let
out
him
in
talk.
real
This is
life.
El Normo.
He wasn't
Well, no, he
driving
said my
with a
name,
cop
so.
and
No,
see
he
what
mentioned
happened.
you to El Normo is what he was doing. So that doesn't mean you have to
You
interject.
just made a
jump in
distinction
later.
without a difference.
You jump
I
in
said
and
he said
interrupt
my
everybody.
name. I said he said
Okay.
my name.
Doesn't matter. You let him finish.
I
Okay?
didn't cut him off.
You did. You jumped in.
Well,
So
I hear-
very fact is, let's just
Come on,
prove.
bro, chill.
Me and
So
you,
we're grown
me and you
men.
just
Relax,
prove.
relax,
Can you
relax.
tell me what the legal standards are for an officer to discharge his
Loki,
weapon?
I don't think he was done. I think we just interrupted his form. I was just saying a little quick and then I was off. That's all I was doing.
Well, I want to hear from you guys. Are you guys backing up from the claim that he got hit with a car? Yes or no?
No.
No, we're talking about a legal standard, and
No.
I understand you might not understand that, but you have to listen very
My God,
carefully
you always
to
go-
what you're saying.
Show me in any
I'm going to the
videos
inside.
where his knee car.
Okay, who said that? CM?
Yes.
Go look. There's multiple angles. Go look.
Look, I have
Look
one
it
of them right here.
It's
The clearest
a
one
month,
right
2
here.
months.
The fact that you can see
There-
his feet
there-
planted on the ground,
There's
the
one
tires
that's,
pointing away from him, the gun smoke already shot.
yeah.
This is incontrovertible proof.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Do you know why?
You're better
You
off
know
making the
why?
argument that you could read mine and you thought he was in danger or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, why?
you're better off making that argument.
Because they told her 2 or 3 times, get out of the car. The moment
You can't even
she
one
backed,
cop was saying get out of here.
backing
The other cop was
up,
saying get out of the
the
car.
moment she started backing up, he pulled out his gun because that's the defense against a moving suspect in a car. You're preparing yourself in case she lunges for you. And guess what? She lunged for him.
No, she
So-
didn't.
Yeah, so watch
she
the
definitely did
video
She accelerated
that
to
She
shows
absolutely
the
did
clear
not, but
angle.
it's-
She
Look,
accelerated to drive away, bro. What
She
the
was
fuck?
clearly
You
trying
don't
to
get to
flee.
drive away.
And you don't get to
clearly
You
fucking
don't
shoot
get
her.
to
You don't
drive
get to
away,
shoot
and he
her.
does get to shoot her. He
No, he
absolutely
doesn't. You're
Yes, he does. If an officer
TM,
tells
they're going to
you,
pretend they can't
if
see.
it, no. if
No,
the
I can tell this
officer-
old guy definitely has bad
Guys,
eyesight.
you guys on the left.
Show me the
I
video where he
want
gets
to
hit with a
make
car.
it clear.
Alan,
I
Alan,
want
Alan.
to make it
Stop
clear.
fucking
This
talking
is
like a
the
fucking
law.
old slow
If the
retard.
if
Just
an
show me the
officer-
video where he gets hit
Yeah,
with a car.
CM, I am
Just
not
show me the
It's on his
video
cell
where he
phone.
gets hit with a
It's on his cell
car.
phone.
Or
Yeah,
back
I
up from
understand that
that.
the word
You
might
look
be
for it.
used around
I'm
you,
not
Or
gonna
back
because
up
maybe
from
that's
that.
who
I
you
see
are.
that you're fucking
I'm
wrong.
But you don't
All
understand the
that
legal
shit
authority of using your weapon.
Okay.
Like I said, you can make a better case that you can read his mind and
We
he thought
met,
he was
the
in danger.
case has already
Make
been
that
made
No need to read his
multiple
mind.
times.
Make
It's
that
on video.
He thought he was
Discussed
in
it 2 months
danger,
down the road.
even though he wasn't even close to the car, and he just said,
Well, no,
he
he
wasn't
no,
close
she hit him
to
with the
stand
car. That's how
close.
close it was.
There's no point.
Show me the video,
bro.
man.
There's no
It-
point.
it-
Dude,
it's
don't
on
listen
the-
to it.
it's
not-
It's on the video that he
Do
shot.
you have the internet?
It's on
Do
his
you know
cell phone.
what
Yes,
the
I've seen
internet
guys,
every
guys,
video.
guys,
It's
you know what
get hit
Yeah.
in none of them.
So did you see his cell phone video?
Do you know how to slow down the
Real quick,
video?
real quick.
Yes.
Pause. Look at when the
Yes,
first
it's
shot.
not even necessary, by
when
the
the
way.
first gunshot is fired. The
Because
second
this is
one
By
is
the way,
we have-
not the car's
CM,
Yeah.
not close to him. Look
by
at this
the
stuff.
way, CM, the legal
He hits
standard,
him in the torso, not the feet.
yeah, and by the way, CM, the legal standard is not a slowed down video. It's
Correct.
how the officer perceives it at the time
Okay, I said
real
make that
time,
argument.
without the benefit of hindsight.
Say that.
Correct.
So
Say
It's called
that.
the ground
Don't lie
test.
and say she hit him with a
ground
car.
That's what
test.
matters.
Don't lie and say she hit him with a car. Say that.
No, that's not a lie. That's a fact. and it's
Dude,
recorded.
show me the video where he gets hit with a
It
car.
doesn't matter.
I told you
By the
about
gram
mine.
test, it doesn't matter whether she hit him or not. The
That-
law
well,
is the
that-
gram
that's
test.
the assault. That's
They're
true.
lying.
That's true. That's the
I got up
assault
here. I
part.
wasn't even gonna say nothing until I heard
That's an
all
authoritarian
three of
If,
you.
if you really want to
She hit him
understand
with
it,
a
go
car.
look
She
at
hit
what
him with a
everybody
car.
misses.
She hit
Go
him with
look
a
at the
car.
tires spinning on the ice. Nobody gets the fact that the tires spun on the ice. She revved the engine. You don't hear it. When you see the tires spinning on the ice,
She was
you go,
probably nervous.
That's a little interesting.
She was probably nervous. Listen.
Obviously, she
Oh,
knew.
wait,
It was a fatal error on her part.
You know, just
She made a fatal
I
error.
thought she wasn't mad at him. How was she nervous? I'm not mad at you. I thought she wasn't mad.
It's a fatal error.
So anyway, just
And wait a minute.
So this is what I said.
William.
Don said, right? Is that and I get it. You guys are probably gonna get right back to it, but I'm just saying we could have a lot more productive and, in my opinion, interesting and fun conversation actually debating like ideology and philosophy, like political ideology and philosophy. I mean,
Well, you failed
like
at that, Truth.
Okay, come on.
You fumbled
No,
that
just
one.
let me get it out. Okay, I'm big bozo, big dumb black boy. Anyway,
No, I didn't say that. That's you. Black
This is
history
young
month,
black,
you know.
young black women.
I there you go. You dropped it twice now. But anyway,
That's correct. And the night is
no,
young.
we could be arguing actual premises. This is just opinion. We're gonna go back and forth. It's boring.
No, we're stating the law. There's a difference. We're stating the law. You guys are trying to throw an opinion at us.
But you already know. Don't
No
you already
opinion
know
here.
what the leftist take on this is? What?
It doesn't matter what the leftist take is. You read the
I'm not
fucking
even
law.
sure what that
You
means.
don't even
Okay, so watch this. Hold on. I'll speak
Hold on,
real
hold-
quick.
wait, wait,
I'll
wait,
speak
Are you
real
trying to
quick.
say the leftists are liars?
Give me a
I
second.
refuse to
No,
believe
we
that.
don't agree with you.
Truth.
On what?
Okay, Truth.
On
Did you
almost
agree that
anything,
Ashley Babbitt should have been shot? Do you
Well,
believe Ashley
then
Babbitt
you're in
should have been
trouble
shot?
then, because you can't build a life built on lies.
We
You should be learning
see
that.
how I didn't call
You
you
should
a
change
liar?
your name to lies.
See how I
then.
didn't call you
Change
a
your-
liar though? I just said you
Change your name to
disagree.
lies. You called me everything under the sun already. You
No,
forgot.
I did that after you made
Are
that
you
snide
smoking
ass
weed
little
right
black
now?
joke. No, you made
I
a
beg your pardon?
you made a
No,
slick
Are you
ass black
smoking
joke.
weed?
You made
I made a
slick-
black joke?
Yes,
What's the
that's
black
why you're
joke?
smiling when you say it. You're such a
Who says that I'm smiling? Are you schizophrenic right now?
You got it.
No,
This
You
is
got
an
it.
audio app, not a
It's projection.
just so that you know.
You got it.
Projection.
You got it.
What's that?
It's
Yeah, you're
projection.
smiling
He's
while
trying
you're
to
dying.
Oh, he's
project.
projecting?
It's
You can
working.
hear me smiling? Are you schizophrenic? Did something? Do you know what
Yeah,
synesthesia is?
Norm, you're old enough. Smile when you die, like you said.
Synesthesia. Do you taste colors too?
Yeah, I got the Kanye West disease too. I do.
Well, we understand that the left does taste color.
Have you taken your medication today?
Nah, I'm
Maybe
free
that's
balling.
the issue.
I'm free balling, Norm. I'm off some shrooms.
Maybe that's the issue. Put on some underwear and take your medication, and then have this conversation.
Well, no, it's bad for your balls, Norm.
Well, I think you need to put it on. I think you need to put it on. I thought I smelled something, and now I'm starting to gag a little bit.
Oh my God, I don't even got to come back. I'm not that vicious. But look,
You're not that smart or funny.
you're right.
You're
I'm a
not.
big bozo. Everyone says so.
I didn't say that. I just said you're not that smart.
Anyway, but yeah, so this is just opinion back and forth. We don't agree.
No, we're talking about facts now. We can talk about
don't even
opinion
see
next.
the same video the same, bro. Do you not realize?
Well, it's not that we don't see it the same. It's that you're lying.
Okay, but I'm not calling you a liar.
Well, I'm saying you're
Because
lying.
that's just useless. Okay, bro.
Sure.
You know what's
it might
sad
be.
is I'm good faith enough to genuinely believe that you're just so different than me. You see it different, but you're like, no, you're
people
lying.
don't see-
Meanwhile, ironically,
No.
CM posts a picture that
No.
clearly shows him not being hit, and then the argument the
How can
goalposts
you
move.
show a picture of something
then
not
you
happening?
fucking move the
Wait.
goalposts. It
Explain. I
doesn't
want to
matter if
understand this.
contact was
Hang
made
on.
anyway.
How do you
And
take
I
a
don't wanna
picture of
have this
something that
argument.
didn't
It's
happen?
boring.
Slow down, Truth.
God
How
damn.
did you take a picture of something that did not happen?
Here we
Explain that
go.
one.
This is just fucking disingenuous.
I'm listening.
What?
I'm listening. Show me a picture of something that did not happen. I'm
The
interested.
picture's proving it didn't happen.
How could a still picture prove something didn't happen?
Do you want to
Explain.
watch the video together?
No. I want you to answer my question.
I know you don't. I know.
Answer my question.
The
How
picture
can a
shows
picture-
him before and after shooting. At no point does the car make contact with his body.
The
That's
car
how-
hit his torso.
Okay, no.
So everybody
Agree
is
to
lying,
disagree,
but
pal.
every-
Unless you want to review
Every,
the tape.
and you can see it
But
from
you
his,
don't want to do that. So what?
I've reviewed it 1,000 times. in fact.
You're pissing.
You're
I'm
lying
pissing.
again.
Who pissed further?
Nobody is pissing. One
This
person's
is definitely a pissing contest.
One
You don't just
person
want to review the
No,
tape
it's
and
not a
we disagree
pissing
what was in the
contest.
tape.
Maybe in your mind is.
So we're arguing about a video, but we're not going to watch it.
No, we're not.
That's
No,
not a
I
pissing
stated the
contest?
fact. You can look at it as many times as you want.
Okay,
Look at
so
the one from
guys,
his.
you're
Look at
arrogant
the one
and I'm
from.
humble. I got it.
Look
I
at
don't care.
No, you're neither one.
Sure.
You're just. ignorance.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm right, you're wrong. But I'm the humble one. Okay, brother.
No, so the cop or the Fed agent is shooting with his cell phone.
You know you're full of
You
shit.
can't even
That's
let it
the
out.
fuck.
Now you're being schizophrenic again. Try to put your feet on the ground, both feet, so that you don't pretend that you know what I'm thinking, okay?
Okay, Norm.
Or that if I'm smiling or not. Good. Now you're improving. All right, maybe I can cure you of your madness.
My God.
So you hear him go, whoa! And you can hear the car hit him. And then you hear the gunshots fire. That's what happened. Watch the video and you'll see it. And by the way, the crime of assault does not require contact. It requires a meaningful, deadly threat, which is kind of obvious. But it's not only against that one cop. There's another cop
assault is death penalty? Execution by cop in street?
Who said?
Oh, so he thought he was at risk? He thought he was about to get bodily injured?
But not only did she commit a crime against that cop. He needed to kill her or someone would get hurt. Not only did she commit a crime against that cop, there was another cop who had his head and torso and shoulders
protesting
in
lesbians.
the car.
You got to put him down, bro.
You're afraid to hear this. You can see it on the video, by the way. So I want you to watch the video, and I want you to see the cop that has his head and shoulders and torso in the car when she floors it, causing him to be at risk of severe bodily harm or death, which actually happened to the cop that shot her. And it's indisputable. Okay. Not only that, so that's two crimes that she's in the process of committing.
You want to watch the video?
And then there's a third crime.
You want to watch the video?
And then there's a third crime of her wife saying, drive, baby, drive, right after she uses fighting words to try to fight with the cop. You want to come at me, big boy? Go have lunch, big boy. You want to come at me? You want to come at me?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Those are called fighting words.
Yeah, I agree.
Then she tells her wife to commit a crime, which is assault with a deadly weapon, by driving into the cop that's standing in front of the car.
She doesn't tell her to hit him. She says, drive, get out of here.
If you tell somebody to drive while a federal agent is standing in front of the car, that's telling her to commit a crime. But that's not all. If you tell somebody to drive while you're being arrested or detained by a federal agent, and that's telling her to cause grievous bodily harm to a federal agent. Rebecca good. That's correct.
Okay.
So she did.
I already know your take.
Okay, indeed. I beg your pardon?
I already know the conservative take. We had all
these debates. No conservative take. This is just telling you what happened on the video.
That's why you've never found a liberal who agrees with you, and you've never found a conservative who disagrees. Okay, Norm. All right.
Neither of those are true. Both are lies.
So you know conservatives who disagree with you?
Both of those are lies. You said the word never. You lied.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yes, sweet Jesus.
Not all.
Praise Jesus.
Not all, but most. Hey,
praise Jesus. Keep backing off. Pretty soon you'll be back all the way into ignorant land.
So not all, but most is a trope. Like someone said trope earlier.
I can't follow you. Why did you just say 6'7"? 6'7".
No, 6'7" is a reference to a guy bragging about committing murder. I think it's pretty deplorable. But
I don't think that's what it is at all.
It's literally a song.
No, it's literally not. You're just full of disinformation.
What the fuck did you just say?
You need to open the book. I said you're full of disinformation.
What is 6'7"? Norm, educate me. What is 6'7"?
Why do you ask?
Because you just said I was wrong.
Yes, you're wrong.
So it didn't come from a song?
You're wrong. No, I didn't say it didn't come from a song. I said it's not about somebody committing murder, as you just said.
So what do you think it's about? What do you think it's about?
Why do you ask?
Because you just said I'm wrong.
Are you backing up now? Show me how it's about somebody committing murder.
I think you said it knee-jerk.
Show me how it's about somebody committing murder.
So
show us. Show the room.
Okay.
The same way that you lost on statistics and on the injustice of the rule of law.
Hold on, real quick. Before I do,
I want to hear how your mind works tonight.
Before I do, you made the claim.
Yes, so I said no. You made the claim, and I refuted it.
No, okay. Listen,
you said you don't want to celebrate somebody who's committing murder.
That's literally what the line is about.
Yes, and I said no. You're wrong. That's right.
So
show me that you are correct. Show me that you are correct.
Okay, I'll go get the link for the song and the lyrics.
Good.
This is fucking retarded, but fuck it.
Sure.
By the way, who's the artist? Since you know the song.
Skrilla.
This is your type of music?
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm just shocked. I'm not judging. I mean, I don't listen to this shit.
Well, I just proved you wrong. You want to go for 5? I got 3 in a row. You want to go for a big 5 tonight?
Okay, so there's the link. No, you proved me wrong, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I proved you wrong. Let's hear what Skrilla has to say. Skrilla himself has stated the meaning is meant to be fluid and that he never actually put a meaning on it. So that's 4 out of 5. What would you like to lose? What's the last thing you want to lose on tonight, Truthy?
Yeah,
Truthy
that's...
guy.
First of all...
I mean, I'm just quoting the guy who wrote the song. I mean, what do I know?
Hold on. Let me see if you
Hey, that's your kind of music? You white boy? You Jew? Why don't you bring up shekels another time, Truthy boy?
Hey, I did that because you did... Yeah, you started
Oh,
it.
you did it cause. I think you did it cause. I started it.
Started it. You know
I
you
did?
did.
What did I do? Oh, so in other words, that's your excuse?
Yes, I'm a petty bitch. What?
Oh, well, okay.
What the fuck?
You said it, not me.
Nigga, it takes one to know one.
No, I didn't say you were. You said you were.
I literally heard your best friends on this app call you petty and say it's a problem.
You don't even know.
I was in the
You
room.
don't even know a friend. You couldn't name one of my friends.
Jewish. He was Jewish.
I beg your pardon?
He literally said, Norris, one of your problems, you're petty.
Who said that?
Stop.
Who said that?
I don't remember.
You're just a liar, sir. You're just a liar.
I put it on.
You're a common liar.
Norm.
You are a common liar. So you're conceding on Skrilla, right?
I don't even care anymore.
You're conceding on Skrilla, right? Right?
No.
You're giving up. You're not giving. You're not conceding. So you know what his lyrics mean, but he does not. That's a little bit arrogant. I don't know.
I haven't even seen him explain it.
Now I said Happy Black History Month, and you made an anti-Jewish slur. So explain that to me. I said Happy Black History Month, and you said that you made
said that after
slur.
mocking my blackness.
I never mocked your blackness. How did I mock your blackness?
Whatever.
I know not whatever. I know I want to learn from you.
It's been a lot.
I want to learn about race from you, Truth. How did I mock your blackness?
I don't remember it verbatim. I just remember.
That's generally. Just paraphrase.
Tell
me what I mocked.
I can't. There's been so much.
So you're full of shit again.
It's been too.
Are you the biggest liar on the app?
You got it.
Truth.
You got me.
What's that? You are. I got you. Okay. Let's change the topic. Let's change the topic.
Yeah, just how long are y'all gonna do this for? And
can we agree that Trump is the best president we've ever had?
absolutely, we can change
agree
the
to
topic.
that.
Yes.
I don't agree to that.
Can we agree that Trump is better than he is bad?
No, Trump is better than Jesus.
You just said that.
I thought Trump was Jesus, but I'm not a Christian, so maybe.
No, he's the
Can-
first
can
Jewish
we-
president. You didn't hear? He's the first Jewish
Never
president.
heard
That's
that
what.
one,
Okay, can we agree that Trump has done good with his policies for America?
But this is a racist country, so we'll probably never have a Jewish president. Although we had a black president. But that's, God bless America.
Trump for president 2028.
Look, they tried a whole bunch of times, didn't they?
CM doesn't like Trump. I don't think Truth does either.
I think Truth
look,
is now reconsidering his entire epistemology after.
Look, I wasn't a fan of the policies of Mitt Romney, John McCain. I loved Ron Paul on a lot of things, but I didn't agree with him on everything. Trump is a whole different bag of dick. No. It's a big NO from us on the left. Nope. And play dumb if you want. You guys used to be apologizing for him, but now that you know it's his last term, you're like, yeah, suck it, Lib.
You think he's
I remember the apology.
Do you think he's a PDF file?
No. I think he's a predator, though, and I think he fucks minors.
If he's not a
Rapes
PDF,
minors.
he's covering up for him.
That part.
You agree with that, El Normal?
What's that? The Trump.
That he has intercourse with minors and that he covers for pedophiles.
I said, if
This is a sick projection from people who have sexual perversions, and so they externalize it and project it on celebrities. It's a weird part of our culture. They're obsessed with this. They bring it up all the time.
I can't believe I got corrected on rap by Norm.
Yep. You can take that to the bank. You can take it to the bank.
That's one of the most uncanny moments.
Yes,
of my
it was.
life.
And here is the best part. You listen to that music?
Yes.
You didn't didn't know. You didn't know about the. You didn't know about the movie. You didn't know about the movie. You didn't know about the Academy. You didn't know about the Academy Award nominated documentary called Tupac Resurrection. But do some research.
No, Tupac is different. He's more cerebral. That's not. And also, I don't like all his.
So you didn't know I produced an Academy Award-winning film about Tupac, right?
I mean,
you didn't know that
it's one thing to have. It's one thing to have a movie.
No, I asked you a question. It was a yes or no question.
Did I know that,
right? Did I produce an Academy Award? Yes.
What?
Yes.
All right, motherfucker. There's your roses. That's incredible. That's kind of bad.
All right, motherfucker. All right.
You got it.
Fanny was my son's.
That does explain a little bit, though.
Fanny was my son's godmother. I can show you the emails.
What?
Yeah. I hung out with her on her houseboat in Sausalito. She cradled my son in her arms, held her up to the sky, and said, "You've just come down from heaven where you've been with my son. You have so much to teach us." Yep, that was a Fanny.
Bro,
we'll surprise you, Truth. We'll surprise you. Us shekel types.
I'm not.
We us shekel boys.
Bro, my middle name is Aron.
Shekel boys. Your middle name is what?
Aron.
And?
Hey, well, you tell me. Okay, so then stop with the.
My name is Norman. And
yeah, that is kind of funny. Wait, Norman.
There you go. Yeah. Could go two ways. By the way, did you check out my NAACP Image Award? I'm looking at it right here. It's on my coffee table. Check it out. You should read profiles. I'm looking right at it.
Norman's a gangster, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty gangster. I ain't going.
Some people
that
call
explains
it a black
a lot
Oscar.
too. That's why he's so, he's like the street professor.
About everything,
but he's entertaining. But he's entertaining as fuck.
No, that's pretty dope. So you fuck with Skrilla? Now I'm cornier than Norm. Get the fuck out of here. It's fucking crazy. I'm just picturing you rolling through the city blasting that shit. I love it. That's badass.
Hey, Norm, did you happen to see the video angle when she put the car in reverse to turn the wheel before she put it in drive?
Yeah.
And her partner was on the other side of the vehicle trying to all of a sudden grabs the door handle.
I saw that.
And the car was in reverse.
The door was locked.
Yep. And that puts that person in harm's way too. She's backing up a vehicle, potentially running over even her own partner because she's being irresponsible. These are all little things that get brought up into a case. So, I mean, this is why the people who don't look at the law, they look at the emotion of it and they don't pay attention to what it really states there. And that's why I was saying earlier, it's not about what we see. It's about reasonable perception. The guy who first pulled the trigger might get away in the second shooting. The guy hitting him in the face with the bear mace is not going to get away. That guy's going to jail because you can't hit somebody with something in your hand, So these are the things when you're looking at it, you got to look at, okay, reasonable expectation. Everybody wants to look at it from a spectator's perspective. And I often say this. How many times have you watched the video? I've watched it 50 times. Okay, an officer doesn't get that. He gets 0.3 seconds to make a decision in his life or death. So we have to look at it in what the law states is the reasonable spot. Now, we also have to remember it says others. It's not just him that could be in reasonable personal bodily or severe bodily injury, but others. And could somebody back over somebody when they're not paying attention and looking up at their partner getting into trying to get into the passenger side? Yes. So this person was acting unreasonably. And that's why in this case, there won't be charges. It will get dropped. The state will try. It won't go anywhere because of the supremacy clause. The second one will have some charges because you can't hit somebody in the face. They're going to say, we don't know what he was trying to grab when he was pulling, because he jumps on top of that woman and then he grabs her bag as they're pulling her away, right? Why was he pulling her off of the snow? She was off on the curb. Leave her be. So they can say at that point, they're going to say, hey, we thought he was reaching for something. We didn't know. Okay, he had one gun there, but did we know if he grabbed something else? There's going to be all sorts of things that come into that one. But the bottom line is the guy who was hitting him in the face with the bear mace, he's screwed because there's no doubt he violated the law.
Could I chime in, though, because I think, and this comes from a law school, drop out, but I practice in the legal field. So, but I went to finish law school. The one thing that you have the reasonable person is correct, but they don't ever factor in an unreasonable person for the other side. What they do consider, though, if that the other party is withdrawing from the situation, then the reasonable factor does not always stay into play. So if someone removes themselves from an active threatening situation, such as back up the car, try to turn to alternative ways, yes, he can say, I reasonably thought she was going to drive against and hit me, but he shot as well when she was backing up. So that can be the conflict that may come and to be questioned. Just because he's an officer of the law, they do have sort of implied immunity, right? So he can get away with it anyway. But there is a concern that you can sue based on a civil case if the partner and other people and surrounding witnesses can say that there was intent to withdraw, and the other people can show that. But of course, the victim is dead, so you really can't really prove that point. So it's going to be, I think, a stalemate. But as on the other case, with the bear mace and the gun was removed from him. There was no threat. There was no visible threat at all. And you have the right to carry in a state like that. There was no reaching for the gun. So that one, they're going to lose the case on that.
Okay, Bree, can you tell me what it says about when somebody is attempting to flee and committing a potential felony? Do you know what it says with Renee Good in that? Because when they detain you, when they tell you to get out of the vehicle, you're detained. And if you attempt to flee, you're not withdrawing yourself from the situation. You're considered escorting.
Yeah, that's if you're an officer of the law. They're ICE officers.
Yes,
they're not necessarily officers of the law. They do have federal jurisdiction.
They're federal officers. They're federal law enforcement by law.
Yeah, they're law enforcement by the federal, but they are not necessarily have the same
I don't think that
jurisdiction.
matters.
You can
here's the deal.
I don't think so.
Bree, you're educated on this than me, so I just want to ask you the simple question. What law is supreme to the state of Minnesota? Is it the state law or the federal law?
Well, you know that I think you're seeing it different. It depends on the jurisdiction of the action, right?
No,
federal law. Well, you've got to look at the case, the whole factor. You just can't come up with a blanket just like voting laws. The voting laws, for example, if we just go it up to see what our current president's trying to do. The state has supreme over the laws of which the voting, unless there is some type of evidence to show that there is malintent. But in this case, depending on criminal elements, right?
So I bring Abby up, please. She's asking to be brought up.
The Supreme Court has said different, Bree.
No, I'm not. You're not letting. You didn't let me finish the entire case or the whole situation, because the supremacy of the federal jurisdiction, yes, can fall into certain cases, but you can always have case conflict in terms of state.
Jurisdiction can fall in case.
But you can have state also. That's why you have a federacy, right? You have a federacy, and so you have state laws that may have the right, and that's why you either you will go ahead and appeal until you get to the Supreme Court that will question what authority was in play and who has rights over. But when it comes to certain laws, whether it's interstate,
you dumb as fuck. Shut up. Seriously, you don't know anything about.
I think you're absolutely wrong. You have to.
Run from a cop, on foot or in a car, either one, and they cannot just empty the clip on you. That shit is not a thing. It is not a thing, federal or state.
There's 3 court cases everyone in the room should know. Go research and then come back and try and have this conversation. Gardner, Plumhoff,
Gardner,
and Graham. Yep. All of this is under the Graham test, Plumhoff, 10-second rule. Wrong. They can fire if someone is fleeing if they perceive danger or danger to the public. In my opinion, there was no Plumhoff here. Okay, but the Graham test is what would determine whether this was justified or not justified. If Bree wants to define what Graham test is, great. If she knows what it is.
Yes, I do. But what I'm saying is, I'm not here to justify you. You don't pay my bills, and I get probably a lot more money than you do. The point is that because I'm a professor too, I'm not looking to get my accolades from you. Your little minion world here on here doesn't make me. I don't cry just because you want to have authority.
You're not a professor. You're lying.
No, I actually am.
You're not.
You can Google me. Yeah, you can Google me.
You're not a professor.
What? I am a professor, but I don't I teach international law. Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You definitely
At San Francisco State, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
Go ahead and Google me.
Who cares, bro? Who cares?
Hey, Andrew.
You're just jealous, so you're trying
Andrew,
to.
can you hear me?
There's no way someone this dumb is teaching kids.
Well, hey, you know what? You've got a problem then, because then
I would agree.
I'm not teaching kids. I'm teaching adults because when they're over the age of 18, and I teach. You know, my seniors and my graduate students.
Test. You're arguing over bullshit. Defend your position based on the Graham test. You say you know what it is, so defend your position based on the Graham test.
I don't have to defend myself on the Graham test. What I already told you is that does apply. No, I did say that, but again, it's about the entirety of the case. We're looking at the entirety of the case. We're talking about the entirety of the case.
If you claim you know it but can't explain your position on how the Graham test would apply to this case or not, because if you
it would only apply if it's under the Fourth Amendment. So it's objective and reasonably, right? Under the Fourth Amendment. That is it.
The Graham test.
Yes, it does.
What are the 3 check boxes on the Graham test?
I don't remember the whole. I'm not going to go through the elements of the check boxes.
Test.
Yes, I do know
the Graham test, or you would say the 3 check boxes, and you would be able to give your opinion. And here's what's fucked up is I could make your argument for you better than you can based on the laws that apply, which is Graham, Gardner, and Plumhoff. And if Andrew was just awake,
dude, you just spent the last 20 minutes researching the shit.
No,
so you didn't make the case. You didn't make the case. You didn't make the case. Dude, you didn't bring it up. If you felt so adamant about it, you would have brought it up when you first researched it.
I did.
Oh, come on. The issues that you already know is the severity of the crime, right? But there was the severity. Well, how severe? I said, when I told you at the told you, let me finish.
What's 2 and 3?
When I told you at the very beginning, you have to look at the details of the crime.
What's 2 and 3?
I'm not going to go through the other ones. And then you already know about the threat and as well as
because you don't know them.
But one of the pieces is their active resistance. I didn't think Good was resisting. So you can't win on the case because Good didn't resist.
You don't even know the next 2 check boxes. You can't even make your argument based on the test that applies.
Dude. There's 4. Didn't you say 4?
No, there's 3.
No, there's 4 actually.
No, there's 3.
No, there's 4 actually.
Okay,
there's 4 Graham factors. Google it.
I have Googled it.
No, you didn't.
Tell me
it's 4 Graham factors, dude.
You're telling me there's 4. You can't even name the 3. Okay, so
no, I did name 3. The severity of the crime.
That's 1.
The immediate threat.
Wrong.
Active resistance and split-second judgment, right? Nope. Whether you are tense and you're so
that's
dude.
That's not the Graham.
I'm not. No, that's 4.
That's not the
what else do you want to do?
That's not the Graham test.
Dude,
you have no idea what the Graham test is.
Where did you learn it? In your first year
pre-law class? Graham test.
No, it is the Graham test.
It's not.
It is the Graham test. There's 4 factors in the test.
She just Googled this, and now she's...
No, I'm not going to argue. I don't Google it.
You guys are making
you know what? I went to Thomas Jefferson. I went to Thomas Jefferson.
Andrew, wake up.
Andrew, bring Abby up.
San Diego is not the best law school.
I told you it wasn't the best, but I definitely went to Boston University, and I went to other schools. So, dude, I'm not worried about it. I'm not trying to prove my life. I work at one of the best top companies in the nation, in the world. So I'm not scared of shit.
So then you would fleeing.
Finally.
All of that, correct?
Finally.
But I did say that. Okay. I
By the law. Okay?
So let's do it.
That's very true.
Let's
The
do this
fact pattern.
Socratically.
And I don't know the whole fact pattern of the
Let's do
case.
this Socratically. Let's go through the fact pattern and then let's cite the law and then let's apply the law. Okay? So in the fact pattern, which case do you want to take? You want to take the second case? You want to take the case where you have someone who is approaching them,
yes,
and he has a weapon on him, and he is approaching them with force when he's approaching them, correct?
In that case, he wasn't approaching with force.
Yes, he was.
He was approaching with force. He went within the sphere, within the area,
He was
the
approaching
boundary
himself.
area. And
You have to define with force, though, because you have to have the elements of with force. Because he didn't have the gun. He did not show the gun. He did not intentionally. You have the right to carry in the state.
He didn't. It's
Not
what's in
once
the
there's
mind
violence.
of the officer at the time.
The gun
It's
was
what's
invisible at the time.
It's what's
Abby-
in the mind of the officer at that
Abby, you need to
time.
understand something. Bree has been reading Twitter, and
No,
she's
I'm not reading Twitter. I'm
she's got
watching.
a
I
lot of
watched the
experience reading
videos.
Twitter and
Just
repeating it.
let
So-
Abby go here. Just let her.
I'm just
Okay.
giving her a warning.
It's what's in the mind in this scenario. Okay, the police use force. They have to objectively have a reasonableness, and based on Fourth Amendment, and it requires them evaluating the force based on their perception of the scene, what they see. If the police see this person approaching them with force in their mind, in their perception, they then can have the reaction that they had. Your argument is the guy just came up friendly to them. He breached an area, a boundary area, and he presented in their minds reasonableness, and they hit the standard that they have to hit for them to, in that split second period of time, and we want to go pursuant to Graham versus Connor, then in that split second or 10-second or whatever the period of time, they made that determination. What
Abby,
he's
could I chime in before that? Because that is at that split second. The guy was, by that time, if he was considered a reasonable threat, he was on the ground, right? And proceed with force. We're talking about that. By that time, they've already disarmed him, right?
No, they
Well, they don't know if he had, first of all, you don't know when he disarmed, when he got disarmed. Number one, you don't know if they had reason to believe he had a second weapon. They didn't know how many weapons. When someone comes up with a weapon and they're aggressive with officers, there's reason to believe that he potentially will be harming those officers, whether it's the gun in the back or another gun.
He was disarmed by that time, was on the ground. His hands were showing. He was on the ground. They shot him in the back.
You're missing this. They have reason to believe at that point in time that he presents harm, and they have to at that point act. If you're going to say he mitigated it by caring about the woman, or I mean, what else was in that fact pattern? He didn't mitigate it. I mean, he approached them with a he didn't softly approach them. He approached them aggressively. So
He
look
had
at the
a camera in
Graham.
his hand.
So
So
look
he
at
was
the
going to aggressively shoot them with
So
the
the
phone?
severity of the crime is that he had a weapon when he was going at police officers.
And the phone was the weapon because the gun was invisible.
No, the weapon was on him.
No,
okay?
it was in the back pocket and you're allowed to
But
carry
he
it.
had
the video. You can see the weapon exposed earlier in the video from another
Okay.
angle. So they might have seen it.
He was
And
So
so
we're
he
speculating. That's
proposed
conjecture.
an immediate
That's
threat.
conjecture.
It's
He
seen in the video.
proposed it doesn't fucking matter if you think it's conjecture. If the officer thought it was conjecture, that's the point. It's what's in the mind of the officer. If it's reasonable that the officer could have had that conjecture, that's the standard.
Also,
So the second thing is the suspect posed an immediate threat. That he actually posed the threat. The reality was he did pose a threat. And whether the subject was actually trying to resist arrest. Was he trying to resist arrest?
It also
Or
has to
evade
do with
arrest?
when a reasonable officer make the same move in the same circumstances.
Can you also breach the topic of, yes, you are allowed to carry, but only for lawful purposes?
Hold on,
Exactly.
Abby,
What
can you
crime
back
did
me
he-
up on this because
He was recording.
if you look up the legal definition between protest and riot, that actually changes as soon as any group of people creates threats, violence, vandalism, interferes with officers. There is a very small window.
That's right.
Once that happens, guess what happens? Your 1A and 2A go out the effing window. You just changed it to riot, and therefore you are not legally allowed to be carrying, which means you should remove yourself from the position in the area. He should have left, went, put his gun in his car, and then came back. You are required as a gun carrier. Now, I'm gonna stand on this as a leftist. I am anti-2A, and you shouldn't have a gun. Oh, there was a violent situation, and he had a gun. He deserved to get shot. That's how I've heard it before, posed. But here's the real situation. What we really should be saying, and most people would say, is it started to get violent. He should have taken his gun to his car and removed that gun because things can get out of hand and escalate quickly. That's what should have been done by law. And when you're a carrier, if you've ever been through a a concealed carry class, they will fucking tell you when an officer comes up, do you own a gun, CM? I know you don't because you are a fucking. Don't have any common
You're
sense.
also missing. You're also missing the bigger component is jurisdiction here. He's a federal officer. It's a federal officer in the act of a federal duty. Did you hear what I just said? It's a federal officer.
I'm not going to dispute whether it's a federal officer in a
May I
federal
finish?
duty.
It's a federal officer.
I'm not disputing that. So
in the
that's
act of a federal duty.
That's not my
where
talking point.
where
I still feel
in
like
the
there's
wild
projection in the
world of
brandishing of the
sports,
weapon.
where does the state get jurisdiction? Tell me where. Federal officer in the course of his duty, as in his job as a federal officer.
You can always contest that. We were talking about that.
How?
I'm talking about it in the case of the voting rights, right? You have the constitutional rights of the state separation of power.
That's irrelevant to a supremacy clause here.
I brought it up because there's no blanket rule of the federal government always having supreme, except for in certain parts of the voting rights.
Most certainly. It's an amendment to our Constitution.
For example, if I make my voting rules, you can't override my voting rules of the state.
They can if they decide to.
Can if they decide to.
Unless you got permission from Congress.
You are so dumb.
It's federal, but the federal have the right to override. If it's you have the state, sweetie.
But you have a balance between state and
what's your name? Bri?
No, there you have a balance. We know that the federal court,
state under the 10th Amendment has been. Let me just get this out. The 10th Amendment
is
granting the state the policing power for the health, safety, and welfare of its citizens. Okay?
Yes.
Their governing power, health, safety, and welfare. However, it's subject to the supremacy clause. If it conflicts
the supremacy clause right there, but I'm still going to the point of the voting rights. But so in terms
of these laws, voting, it could be health, safety, and welfare of the citizens. If they do something that is contrary to the federal law.
So you're making the argument then of an authoritarian government, fascist government, at which they feel that if they're going to riot, then this upcoming election, then the federal government has the right to go in and just usurp all authority of the state, right?
Well, hell, didn't JFK do it? Didn't JFK send in his troops to do exactly that and take over the school system in Georgia, or then in Little Rock?
He didn't stop an election, though.
What is the difference of
I'm just using that as an example. He used that for the integration.
But an election, if you decide you want to have a bunch of non-citizens go to the voting polls.
Oh, I love you as a conservative.
And the feds want to come in and clean up the voter rolls in a state, because the voter rolls in the state are
You've got
are
to prove that. You
registering
have to have objective
non-residents
evidence.
and not.
You can't have conjecture. You have to have objective evidence.
We do have evidence. My state cleaned 150,000 names off the voter rolls in the last cycle. 150,000, and we're a small state. So you absolutely have reason.
11 times presidents have actually sent federalized troops.
Thank you.
Okay, so Tommy, they're also the good seats
Tommy
as well.
Bellotti.
So my seats are only a couple rows from the ice. So they're gonna be good seats. And Tommy, if you're ever in New York City, I'll take you to a Rangers game.
I know, pal.
I'm not your pal, friend.
I'm not your friend, guy.
No, I was kidding, Tommy. You are my friend. You're my friend, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy Bellotti.
I'm not your guy.
Tommy the body.
I'm your buddy, fella.
I'm your buddy, dude.
I'm not your dude.
Dude.
There you go.
What I'm saying is that the supremacy clause, yes, you have the state over, you have the federal over the state, yes. But when you're citizens of your state, either don't have due process because of the issues as it relates to their First, Second Amendment, whatever amendment we want to go through.
If they don't have a due process, with what respect? Give me an example.
Due process, let's say.
I know what due process is, but give me an example. What is happening? Give me a fact pattern.
I can give you a fact pattern.
Will kick into only
citizens that are not getting their due process when they're thrown in ICE jails, who are U.S. citizens,
here we go.
but do not have.
Is that your only example that you can give?
No, but you asked for an example.
So that's your only example you have? Well, that one's an easy one. That one's an easy one because they're committing a federal crime.
Are they committing a federal crime
absolutely.
By protesting? Don't they have the freedom of assembly and to protest though?
Are they non-citizens?
Not snowballs are
no, I said U.S. citizens that are held.
Well, you didn't say that.
I did say that.
You're saying a U.S. citizen.
U.S. citizens. I didn't say
slow down. Slow down, sweetie. A U.S. citizen.
No, don't call me sweetie. I'm not your baby.
Honey.
I'm not your sweetie.
Honey, it's a U.S.
No, I'm not your honey either. You're diminutive.
A U.S. citizen.
We don't need that. Yes, I said U.S.
Somebody sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
Yeah, you
were sensitive earlier.
He was doing it in a considerate way, and you're
but I don't like sweetie. No, I just think
listen, sweetie. I've been telling you the law, reading it.
It's
from
condescending.
Yeah, I'm reading. I'm reading the law.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'm trying to, Bima. I'm trying to.
Yeah, let them have their conversation.
I can't get her to see this. You've got to. When you talk about law, you've got to. Don't talk in abstract. You have to talk in specifics.
Well, I gave you
in
the
order
case.
to illustrate it.
I do.
So
that.
now your hypothetical is a U.S. citizen that is getting detained incarcerated for protesting.
Yeah.
No,
it's not
stop for a second. Hold it. You have a U.S. citizen that is being detained and being incarcerated as a result of protesting on behalf of the movement to get rid of ICE. Is that what you're saying?
I would say yes.
Is that so? That's your fact pattern.
They're not impeding
wait. Is that? Hold on. Slow down. Is that your fact pattern? A U.S. citizen out protesting against ICE being in the country, and they get arrested and get detained or incarcerated. They get incarcerated.
Yes.
Okay. So what is your concern about that?
That's
the problem there.
Well, that's where I'm saying, as a citizen of a state, let's say I'm a citizen of the United States, but also a resident or a citizen of Minnesota. I am now illegally, you break down my door because ICE agents they are not issued. They do not have the authority to enter your house.
So wait, you're out, hold on. Are you outside at a protesting?
Well,
where are you?
There's two things. You can protest and you can go to your home. Let's just give you the scenario. Or you're out there in public and you're detained, and then they confine you.
You're out in public.
And then you
need
are
all your facts
detained.
clear.
That's my facts.
You're out in public.
public.
Are you with a
You are
gang of
protesting.
people
Let me give you the elements of the
shouting?
case.
Are you banging on cars?
No,
Are
you're
you
not doing anything that is destructive to the property.
So what are you doing when you're out protesting?
You're expressing your First Amendment rights, right?
How?
Darren LaHood in the 16th
How?
district.
Right.
We are the
I
write-in
know what your
candidate.
rights are, but how are you
Trying to
expressing
defeat
yourself?
him. Don't vote
Give
for
me the
Paul
facts.
Nolly either.
Your
He's the
facts is that you're
Democrat.
holding a sign,
Request a
right?
Republican
Holding
ballot
a
and write in
sign
John
outside.
Kitover. Remove Darren LaHood.
Wanted here.
This March
You're
17th in the
holding a
primary.
sign
No need to wait till
saying you're not
November.
wanted
Just kick
here
him
and
off
you're
right now and
outside
write in
protesting.
John
Now, I have a
Kitover.
question. Was that protest a permitted protest? Was it permitted? Was it
Yes,
permitted? Let me finish.
Okay.
Was it permitted under time, place, and manner restrictions under our law?
Many of the protesters are not going to be permitted, right? Because
No, actually, you're wrong. It's a very strict level of scrutiny to deny.
It depends.
May I finish?
Yeah, yes.
You asked a question. They actually use the highest level of scrutiny in order to, in any way, limit a protest. However, a protest still has to be within the confines of time, place, and manner restrictions.
That's true.
And
Okay.
manner restrictions, because of what I said earlier, the issuing authority is protecting the health, safety, and welfare of their citizens. So a protest has to have some limitations, and they get permitted. So you're now outside holding a sign, I assume with other people around you. Is it a permitted protest? Is it at the right time of day, or is it in the middle of the night? Is it in the middle of the street? Are you chaining yourself to streets? Are you blocking traffic? What's the manner that you're protesting? Are you protesting in a manner that will be an obstructed manner for the free flow of commerce that day?
Well,
so those
first
are
of all,
things.
a protest
Do you
does not have
understand
to
what
be
I'm
permitted
at?
to be
Does
legal.
anyone else want to jump?
No, I'm going to chime in because a protest doesn't have to be permitted to be legal. You didn't let me finish real quick. A protest does not need a permit to be legal. As the First Amendment protects your right to peacefully. No, it does not. It protects your right to peacefully assemble. That is what it does.
Does the government have a right to? Does the government have a right to time, place, and manner restrictions?
The government can require permits for certain types of public affairs.
Somebody else want to take this?
Well, I just looked this up, and I mean, maybe this is wrong, right? It's an AI overview, but it says you generally do not need a permit for small protests on public sidewalk.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
I mean, I don't know. Well, okay, you see, I thought I was reading you as implying that every protest needs.
No,
you were implying that.
If you're 5 people,
you were implying. I did say.
Hold on. Let me read the official. Okay, First Amendment protects the right to free speech and peaceful assembly. City regulations, Minneapolis law requires a special event permit for assemblies that 1. Use city streets or sidewalks in a way that impedes traffic.
Thank you.
2. Occupies parks or public property beyond ordinary use.
Thank you.
3. Include amplified sound or large gatherings of 50 people or more. This is consistent with U.S. Supreme Court precedent, e.g., Ward versus Rock against racism in 1989, which allows time, place, and manner regulations as laws if they are content.
Okay, wait, I don't understand how this is contradicting. Wait, no, this is
It's not contradicting. You can have your little group of people, but if your little group of people decides to take out drums and trombones in the middle of the night on a street that people live, it's time, place, and manner, and you will be arrested.
Okay, but what's the upshot of this? Like, what is Bri Vela trying to get to? Like, the point
I don't know. I'm trying to explain how the law works.
I feel like you're asking for a lot of detail that may not be necessary, right?
No,
like,
I'm asking. No. Because if someone gives a scenario,
try to prove me wrong.
I'm not trying to do that, Bree. That's actually not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you. I'm doing. Everyone quiet. Everyone quiet for a second. I am trying.